go. We're going to get started with today's workout, the first workout of the 21-day challenge. So you're going to start with some low-impact jumping jacks. So just out to this side. Each side counts per side. This is 8 per side. Then you're going to just do regular jumping jacks. 8 of those. Low-impact high knees. You're going to be raising those knees up, trying to touch the hands. Using your core, really lift the legs. Get those knees up. And then regular high knees, also getting the knees up, but high impact. And then you're going to do line jumps. So you have an imaginary line on the floor, jumping back and forth across that line. Keep your center of gravity low, and you're trying to pick up speed as you improve on those. Then you'll be doing reverse lunges to a balance. Okay, so you're going to step backwards. Reverse lunge means you're stepping backwards into the lunge. You're going to come up and balance. Stay on one side. Come up and balance. So anytime you do a lunge, whether you're stepping forward into lunge or backward into lunge, you want to keep most of the weight in that front leg in a nice lunge form. So you're fighting to get down to 90 degrees. You don't want this knee going past the foot in the front. Keep the knee in line with the second toe. And that back leg, if that knee starts to bother you, you can actually bring your foot in a little bit closer. But try to keep the weight on that on that front leg. Come up to a nice balance. As you improve on these, you can also add a bicep curl with weights while you're lunging. Come up to a balance. Squats. Toes are forward, not out at all, so you might feel a little pigeon-toed when you first start doing them. And you're just going to sit back. Weight in your heels. I actually lift my toes up off the ground to make sure I'm keeping all my weight in my heels. And then you want your knees in line with the second toe again, and your booty is dropping backwards, coming up, dropping back, coming up. Okay. Also with squats, you want to keep your knees in line through the whole squat. So as you're pressing yourself back up, avoid turning your knees in or out to help yourself get back up. Just don't squat as deep if you're having trouble getting up without bending your knees, bowing them in or out. You can grab cans of beans, water bottles, or some light weights and do the uppercuts, or you can just do them without. So you're going to get down in a little bit of a squat position here, hips curled under, a little nice posture, shoulder blades squeezed together. You're going to flex those biceps and uppercut. So just keep the biceps flexed, a little bit of power behind the movement, 9 per side. Tricep dips, you may want to grab a chair or a table. You're going to have your fingers towards your booty. Get your body up here. You're going to lower yourself down. Keep your hips nice and close to the object where you're dipping. And don't let your arms go past 90 degrees. If you start going down here, you're going to start messing with your shoulders. So you want to keep all of it in the triceps. To make it more challenging, you can straighten your legs and do them. You can also cross one leg over the other to add some intensity to that. Push-ups, pretty standard. You're going to be fighting for depth. So the goal is to get your chest to the ground, not your face. To keep your head neutral, look a little bit in front of you, lower your chest down, push back up. Try not to let your belly rest on the floor either. So just lower your chest down as low as you can, and then push yourself back up. All right, burpees. So burpees, you're just going to bend down. Now in burpees, try to keep your knees together and your feet pointing forward. A lot of us, when we bend down, have a tendency to do this. So try to keep your knees together and your feet pointed forward, and then you're going to jump out into a nice plank position. Jump back in, stand up, raise your arms. Do it again. All right, single leg hip extensions. Lying flat on the ground. This chair. Put one leg up in the air, and you're going to raise your hips up and down. Try not to let your hips touch in between, not rest on the ground, so they can graze the ground. Your different hand positions, you can start here, you can go to here or across your chest, and then the most advanced is with your hands up in front of your face, like this. Now, if you're first starting and you're starting to get leg cramps, you can do 2 legs down and just raise those hips up and down. If you do that, just do twice as many, so do 18 instead of 9. Rolling plank. You're going to get in a nice plank position, flat back, and you're going to roll back and forth. Now, if at any time you start to feel anything in your lower back, drop your knees and just hold the plank for 18 seconds. Okay? Otherwise, get on those toes, roll back and forth. That's also called a body saw. You want to keep your body nice and flat. Tabletop swings. So you're going to get up into a tabletop position. Hands, fingers can be pointed any direction that's comfortable for you. Get those hips up off the ground. Then you're going to use your core muscles. You're going to swing through and pull your booty through your arms. Okay? If you can only get to here at first, no problem. Just go as far as you can. Eventually you will be able to get all the way through your arms. And sit-ups. So when you first start sit-ups, I want you using your arms. Have them back behind you, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Use your arms to help you get up. I'm going to put them up at the top of the sit-up. This helps with posture muscles in your back. As you start to get stronger and more comfortable with the form of a sit-up, you'll be able to use your arms less and less. And then the more advanced version is to have your legs straight, and again, start with your arms, using your arms, and then you'll get to where you don't need to use your arms anymore. But always put them up at the top of that sit-up. Have fun with that.